Hey, hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is going to be just me yammering at you, putting on some makeups because I'm going shopping. The babies need school clothes and I am the right man for the job. So I'm going to whack on a face and then skedaddle. But I thought I'd do it with you because I don't often leave the house and I'm excited. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit and we're just going to start playing some makeups. Hopefully you're up for that. If you are and you're not subscribed to my channel, you could do that now. I upload a whole bunch of videos every single week, and if you click on the little bell and choose all, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new one. And you can choose to watch or not. It's totally up to you. No pressure from me. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me. All right, let's get going. I did actually pull out two palettes. I've got my Nomad Paradise Islands palette, and I grabbed the Clionadh Dragon Fruit palette. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I wanted to do something super fun, and that kind of matches my little purse. I bought a new one off Dazan. I'll insert a picture of it here so you can see it. And I thought it'd be fun to do some makeups that matches that. I don't know. I'm a dorkfish, but I'm okay with that. So my eyes are primed per usual with the Milani on my lid and crease and the Sigma Ignite stick below my brows. And my brows are done the way I've been doing them. I'm going to go in first with the shade Fish, which is that like high vis lime green color. It's so cool, which is the color of my purse. And I have to say real quick, Dawn, before I started filming, I turned on some music, so I did my eyebrows and my eye primer, and I asked my AI to play 80s country because I saw your comment this morning and I was like, yes! And it was so cool. I just was like so excited to hear 80s country. I listen to it several times a week, but I haven't heard it in a couple whiles, so that was fun. I love this color so much. Anyway, we're going shopping for some school clothes for the babies, which got me thinking about the term babies. I know when I was a new mom with, Dallas, everything was about the next achievement. And I think societally, we expect our kids to just keep on learning the next thing. And I know for me, I forgot to pay attention to the thing that was happening right now, and embrace and enjoy that. I really thought I had to teach him the next thing and get him to the next milestone, all of those things. And now with the grandbabies, I, of course, am so much older and I've learned a boatload, and I'm going on the shark. And our oldest grandbaby is 11 and technically not a baby. And then there's Jackson and Leanie. Jackson will be 10 in October. Leanie will be 10 in March. And it was just last summer, in fact, right before Jackson turned 9, that I looked at him and no longer saw baby, like in his face, in the way he moved his body. He just seemed more like a kid. And the other babies are 6, 7, 6, and 2 on Wednesday, probably when this video is going to go up. And they are babies. To me, they look like babies. They feel like babies. And I think we expect them to be older than they are. Way too young, Life is long and it's short. And I think their job is to be babies, to enjoy their lives and just be babies. I don't know how else to say it. And, when Dallas was born, I didn't know that I could just enjoy hucking my brush across the room. Super. BRB. No, I'll just get a new one. I didn't know that I could just enjoy him in the moment, being his cute self. I thought, you know, it was the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And then when I had Bradley, who is 2 years younger than Dallas, he was a baby for a long time, which is a good and a not so good, because at 5, I thought he was way too little to do the things that Dallas had been doing since he was 5. It's very strange to me how we view children. And so often I think that they're not given the time and space they need to be babies. You know, our expectations are just ridiculous. And on the same hand, I often see people treating their children like less than. You know, like, why would you speak to your child in a way that you wouldn't speak to someone holding a door open for you at the grocery store? But I find that people do that. They will speak to their child in a way they would never speak to somebody else. And I mean, kids are constantly learning, constantly trying to figure out what they're supposed to be doing or knowing, or, you know, any of those things. And I think we put too much pressure on them. I'm going to go into the dragon fruit palette just a little bit to blend out this. You know, I don't think we value them like we should. An example of this is one of my babies that I took care of when they were babies was playing on the floor. He was probably 16 months old, playing on the floor with his toys, and his dad came in and scooped him up. Dad was thrilled to see him, missed him all day, was so happy to see him. But the baby freaked out. He started crying and got really upset because Dad picked him up. And what Dad didn't realize is that what he was doing was the most important thing he had done. In his 16-month-old little brain, doing what he was doing was huge. And Dad took him from that without any thought to whether or not he was done or wanted to be picked up. And I'm not saying Dad necessarily made a mistake, but until you think of babies and children as human beings with thoughts and feelings and all the things that we want them to have, but don't respect, I think you just will continuously make mistakes that are avoidable. So when I refer to my babies as babies, it's because they are babies, and I want them to stay as young as possible for as long as possible. So let me just whack on the rest of my face. This was awfully fast Eddie Emery, but I love this look. I know I've done it before. And I think the first time I did it, Felicia used a little fish emoji and said I'd look like that, which is perfect. So, all right, I'm going to finish up on my face. I'll come back, show you the final look, and we'll wrap this yammery nonsense up. All right, I'm back, and this is the finished look. Let me zoom you in real quick for an up-close reconnoiter of the eyes. I'll scoot you out, tell you what else I used, and we can wrap this up. Okay, I just have to say real quick, Dawn, if you're watching this, I just heard The Wanderer by Eddie Rabbitt, and all my rowdy friends have settled down. And you know, I think the last line, all my friends and I have routed on down. Like, that's me. I'm not. My idea of a good time is staying up until 8 o'clock outside with the babies. Other than that, like, I've routed on down. All right, on my face, I used my Why Do I Never Remember to Bust Out the Foundation. Okay, on my face, I went in first, of course, with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Powder Balm thingy in shade 3 to prime, mostly just my T-zone. I always do in here, my forehead, my nose, or my chin, T-zone, obviously. But then I've been bringing it down along my smile lines because I smile a freakish amount. So, yeah, gotta do something with those smile lines. My foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's a little bit too light, but you know, I just go in with a heavy hand and a bronzer, and I think we're good to go. I set everything down with my NJC powder And then I went around the perimeter with the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm really using this like I said I was going to. I like how it looks. There is quite a dip in the pan now, though I doubt you'll be able to see it because I can't show you anything. But yeah, my bronzer is Kat Von D, or my contour is Kat Von D. And my foundation, why can't I think of words? Also, I have literally dropped almost everything. A couple of brushes, a lash. My foundation palette is sitting on the floor upside down with foundation all over. I broke an eyeshadow earlier and that's all over. I think it's just been a whole thing. Bronzer, Maybelline Medium 350. Blush is also, did I say, okay, no. Okay, my bronzer is the L'Oreal in Medium 350. Yes, got that one right. My blush is also a L'Oreal, and this one is in Confident Pink. I love these blushes. I love the way they smell. My finishing powder is also L'Oreal. I went hard for the L'Oreal for face products. My highlighter is actually two. So my Cupid's bow, my brow bone, and my nose is the Cosmic brushes, and I used the Golden Apple shade. And then for my cheekers, I love this. Like, check it out. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. It's so cool. Anyway, I went in with my Noctilucent palette, and I'm using the shades Enlighten and Transient, which are the yellow and green, just kind of mixed together. I didn't want it to be too green on my cheeks with the pink blush, but I also did end up busting into the Nomad Snow Lodge palette. I wanted, shockingly enough, a bit more depth on the outer corner. So I used this blue shade called Snowman, and then I went in with some of this blackish shade called Snow Out. Yes, it's not like a black in your face, super pigmented black. It's a really nice deepening up black shade. So if you're a little bit afeared of blacks, that might be a really good one. My lip is the Menagerie Moonlit Metals. I, of course, already put it in my purse because I never leave the house. I figured I better do that now so I don't forget. That way if I need to touch up, I can. I don't know how to do that. Like, I never leave the house. So anyway, I have a compact with the NJC pressed powder and my lip. I should be fine. I really don't care, but I don't want the weird, like, tiny hole lip thing to happen. Also, my brow gel is the Maybelline Fast Sculpt. Love that brow gel so much. I should probably also say, I don't know how the rant went about the babies. Obviously, I'm feeling some kind of way. There's been so much stuff, and taking care of babies is what I did for years and years and years and years and years and years. It's what I'm good at. I don't have any actual like education around childhood development, but I read all the things and I wanted to know what was best for them. So yeah, I'm not an expert. Those are just my opinions. Hopefully you take them as such. But I invested a lot of time and energy and passion into taking care of babies. So I still feel pretty strongly about it. And I have 7 grandbabies, so I'm allowed to feel strongly. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I can hear Mike bouncing around upstairs, so I think he's almost ready. And I have to skedaddle. I do have to choose a hat. Luckily, I have an entire wall of hats over there. I have a wall of hats out in my living room. When you make hats, you can choose from any one, which I don't normally do because then I feel like I can't sell them, but we have a 94% humidity here today, so my straight hair, not going to be straight once I'm outside for all of 15 and a half seconds. So I think it's gonna be a hat day for me. All right, enough yammering, cheese and crow. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. I wouldn't blame you at all. Be good and remember to be kind to you.